Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're back in the home studio, ready to go. Can I get an applause? Yes. Yes. Yes, I made it home alive, baby, from the White Mountains. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live and playing with the lifer. 135 likes. We couldn't get to 200 likes like we could last week. 341 people on the live. 341 people on the live. You can't hit that like button. What kind of people are you, baby? Are you the real lifers or are you the fake lifers? What is going on here? We got some fake lifers in the building, baby. Because real lifers hit that like button, baby. Yeah. Sorry. Don't mean to scare you. But the energy coming from within cannot be put inside a bottle, cannot be encompassed. Where are you at? Are you strong? Are you pushing forward? Are you taking the day by storm? Because I am, baby. Because I am. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's get the energy pumping and running up, baby. Come on. This ain't your regular stream. If you ain't ready to hit that like button, if you ain't ready to keep it moving, if you ain't ready to push forward at the speed of light, then you are not in the right place, baby. This is not your regular crypto stream where we go over crypto. Doesn't happen like that here. Does not happen like that. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. I think I'm a little too big for the scrim, too big for my britches here. Need to take me down a notch or two. I'm just hyped. You know why? Because we made 92% out of BRISE. I looked at it on 825. Started watching it get tighter and tighter. We made this first pump off the inverted head and shoulder. We even got a pump out of it here. We've been playing this thing since it bounced off the 618 and made a gain. Then we put it in this channel. Then I said this is likely to play to the upside on 829. You can see him right here. Look, BRISE. And all you have to do is search my Discord, BRISE. And you can see when I put it out here, 829. And you can clearly see the picture there, BRISE. Tighten the channel, ready to rock. And then you can see your before and then your after. Bang! BRISE would go up 94% gains in the worst market in the world while everyone was scared, staring at Bitcoin left and right. I scanned the market, I stayed calm, and I still found gains in the market. There's still money to be made out here. You just have to be extremely, extremely focused. The money is only for the hyper-focused individual right now because there's just so much going on. If you don't have, vision, if you don't have life or vision, you will miss the gains. I'm telling you right now, you will miss the gains and you won't be in the hothouse with the lifers. You won't be in the hen house getting paid, baby. We're the foxes with the hens in our mouth while everyone else is eating hungry. Why are all the other channels going do? Look at all my competitors, not to be rude, I won't mention them, but their channels maybe made 4,000 or 5,000. They had 5 times the subscribers I had, and they made maybe 5,000 subs in the last 4 or 6 months. We freaking tripled up, doubled up, quadrupled up. And it's because we make gains no matter what happens in the market, and people like it. People tell their friends. More people come to the live stream, and we continue to grow. Also, I don't stop. I did a Bitcoin update for my group last night, 8:30 p.m. Bitcoin update. Look at this. I'm drawing this. Likely that we're going to break up here to this area. All right, let me show you what happened to Bitcoin last night. So BRISE banging on them, and there's not a lot of gains out here. It's not like it's freaking dripping gains. You really have to focus, heavily focus. I got another one for you, too, that I'm looking at on the radar. And I got some other stuff that I posted in the Discord that you will never see on the live stream. So if you want to be privy to the deep down dive information, you got to join that Discord for $3 a day. And look what I said to my crew today. I mean, for $3 a day, I love that. Look at that. This is hot right here. Look at that. I think that's fresh. But look, I mean, for $3 a day, last night I called Bitcoin. I was off by $80 and we hit BRISE for 92%. We also offer constant support and a learning library full of key insight. What more can you ask for $3 a day in a bear market? Nonetheless, on top of the AI bots and the token metrics info and the weekly screen share, gold, baby, gold. Like the amount of stuff that we offer throughout the 99 is just incomparable throughout the market. You won't get it anywhere else. I joined the 99 yesterday. My man Derek Viray jumping on in. Shout out to Benny Boy 07. Good morning, Sam. Shout out to Benny Boy. Good morning to the lifers and good morning to Benny Boy. Thank you so much for being here, man. We love you. Welcome to the fam, Derek. Shout out to Roddy Robinson, Gina Bombina. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. HPR, these people treat you like the underdog, but you're the GOAT and a king and a leader. Let's get it, baby. Much love. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Ace PR. Shout out to the whole crew. Dude, you know what? It'll come when it's due. I'm just going to keep fighting. The patient man wins at the end of it all. The patient man wins at the end of it all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for sharing your most blessed asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a look at what I see happening for Bitcoin today, all right? So I was privy to this 15-minute, right? But look, the 15-minute looked like it was, so we looked at this tight channel here, see? Okay? And I talked about it. I said there's, you know, like last night I found this channel here. Sorry. See that? And because we were low on the stochastics in the 15, I saw this shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? And I was like, it's likely we break up to the measured move, which would have taken us to about 20,411. We went to 20,485. I was up by like 70 bucks, 65 bucks, something like that, something, you know. Now we made another channel with like a shoulder, a bit of a head, and a shoulder, and we're tight in the zone. However, look at the bigger idea here. The bigger idea is we're inside this big falling wedge, all right? This falling wedge is breaking to the downside if you look at it on the 1 hour here. And once we got to the top of the wedge, that's when I said we're likely to have a bit of an issue. Also, if we look at the 4 hour time frame, 4 hours very overbought, which tells you that we're likely to hit the top of the channel and come to the downside. Same thing here. Top of the channel, come to the downside. Top of the channel, come to the downside. The daily has some legs and says, hey, I want to move, all right? So it's interesting. The daily has some legs, and it's attempting right now to make a bullish engulfing candle. You could put this candle inside of that candle, all right? A bullish engulfing candle for the daily time frame. So it's interesting. We also have this BOC that we must get above, and 20,300 is actually some heavy-duty resistance. Let's talk about it right now. So look, Bitcoin dumped here and then couldn't get above 20,300 right here. See this line right there? Rejected. We couldn't get above 20,300, then we fell below. That became my big area that we must get back above. I'll even make it, you know, I'm going to make it 20,333. Right there. There it is. Because see this notch right here. So we couldn't get above that notch. And whenever I see the notch, then you can't get above that. That becomes your new big boy. I call it, you know, it's not the biggest big boy resistance. It's the big boy resistance for this local area, though. You know, that'll coincide with a high volume node. You'll see it sticking out. And see this right here at 20,229. So we have a point of control here at 20,229. Pretty interesting, right? So if we can stay above this zone and stay above these areas, we can remain bullish. It's highly unlikely with the 1 hour pushing to the downside on the Stokes and the 4 hour not looking good, all right? But it doesn't mean we may go sideways. Anything is possible, so I stay open-minded. Also, this is a bottom. It's a bit of a double bottom here. And we talked about this. We said Bitcoin cannot break 19,500. If it does, it's likely headed down to 19,003, right? Into that next liquidity zone. We bounced here. So we got a beautiful double bottom here. And honestly, we should have held further down to the bottom of the channel. Top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top of the channel. Why didn't we end up down here? The bears didn't have the momentum. The bears should have been able to get us down to the zone, but it seems that they could not. And we're going to look at the dollar index. We're going to take a look at other things that are influencing Bitcoin on the day. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Can I get the likes up to the watchers, everybody? You got to hit those likes all the way up, man. All the way up, baby. All the way up. Please don't make me beg again. I'm not going to mention it again. We've had 700, 800 people on the live stream the last 2 weeks, man. Live stream's been amazing. What, do people get wrecked and rocked and they want to leave the market? This is good. When people get disinterested in the market, you want to be paying attention. The money is made when everyone isn't paying attention. That's where the money is made. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Please hit that like button and get that thing moving. If you get it to 500 people, we're going to get back to the 800 people we had on the live. It's a fight every day for me. It's a constant fight. I'm a small business owner battling the economy, fighting my way, one-man show every single day. I do the engineering, I do the video, I do the audio, I do the TA, I do the trading group, I do every single thing. We also teach class today from 3 to 5. We teach class, right? So ready for class. It is from 3 to 5. Usually it's Tuesday, but it's going to be today from 3 to 5. You can still get into class. It's only $99. You'll keep that $99 for the rest of your life because you're going to invest in knowledge that you'll never give away. So you're basically buying yourself knowledge that you'll never, ever lose. So to me, $99 is the greatest investment you could ever give yourself. Take 7 years of my life and slap it into your brain in 2 hours. I'm telling you right now, it'll give you a one-up on the market. So here's the deal. We're watching this flag here on the 15-minute time frame, and it wants to come to the downside. Tricked as day, but it's actually fighting pretty nicely the support region here. So look, you have support right here on this node at 20,250. All right, that's a high volume node sticking out, and then you have this high volume node that's our resistance at 20,400. So Bitcoin is range bound right now in this tight channel, attempting to break out of this what looks like a symmetrical triangle to the upside. All right, we'll take a look at our 7-minute time frame. 7-minute is coming down and suggesting that it may continue sideways for the now. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD2, suggesting that we may end up actually breaking out of this somehow, some way. All right. So to me, probability, like traditional probability, you're overbought on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and you're at the top of the channel, and you just made an M. So this is likely to dump on you. But you can't just do the traditional thing. You have to think outside the box. You have to have a little bit of a know-how of kind of what the market maker does. And you have to understand how the smaller time frames can flip the bigger ones, and the bigger ones can flip the smaller ones, and vice versa. If you don't know what I'm saying, you should join the trading group, because we talk about flipping stochastics. I don't hear anyone else talking about stochastics flipping, but we talk about it all the time here on the channel. A little bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder here on the RSI. Sometimes that can be heated. Look, I didn't even notice that before, but look, let me show it to you. See, it's hard to see, but now you can see it because I saw it first on the RSI. It's slanted head and shoulder. Flip it upside down. Would I play it inverted? Possibly. It's a bit of a mess though, but it's still just something to think about. I see this here, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? 15-minute may want to flip on us to the upside. 5-minute is suggesting that it's going to continue sideways and consolidate. So here's the deal. We must get a candle close on the 4-hour time frame today above 20,500 to remain bullish. Strictly, and then we got to get to the 20,800. My green zone is the big area. Like, we can't get above this green zone. We're going to have a major issue. So it's more likely we head to the downside. All right. Hands down. But I got to watch this sideways behavior in this flag on the 15. And this is how I'm able to be precise. Like last night, I was able to figure this out because I was able to watch the 15-minute and flag out. You don't know how to draw a flag and project the flag before it happens, then you're not going to be privy to the information that we're giving you every single day here. Everybody, the likes have to be getting pushed up. This is strange. Today, we usually have the likes way up. I don't know if we have a different group of people. It's really weird. The likes have been flying the last few days. We hit BRISE for massive gains, right? I'm calling coins out when the market is horrible. We proving it every single day, right? Tomorrow is a new day to jump into the Patreon if you want, or you can do the Me6 link. Me6 link, which is the real one that we want you to use, because Patreon takes way too much money. Patreon is not there for the people like they say they are. They are really gougers, and they try to take every penny from you. So, and here's my Bitcoin update showing you exactly where Bitcoin was going to go, and then you can watch it happen in real time. It's pretty awesome. BTC. Look, we go back into use the replay tool. If you're not using the replay tool, you're slipping, and you're missing out on a lot of key insight that you could get by using the replay tool. Back testing using the replay tool, using Alt-V, finding out where you were before in multiple time frames, and then figuring out the juxtaposition of the 4-hour to the daily, to the 15-minute, to the 1 hour is going to change the entire way you look at the market. So we look at this, look, boom. And that went right to that target there, which was your next resistance. See that? Pretty insane, right? But again, how do we figure this out? We do this every single day, and we know the higher probability of certain things playing out based on stochastics, based on the and look, this is lack of bearish momentum there. There was nothing there. And you were oversold in the stochastics RSI. That's a beautiful move. That's a beautiful trade. Using a 3S3L token, there's gains to be made there. So there's gains to be made in the market every single day, whether you know it or not. The person with the brain that says there's opportunity creates it. So if you believe there's opportunity, you will create it. Your mind creates your win rate. Your mind creates where you are in life. Your mind operates and creates your reality. For instance, I will never work for another person again, man or woman. I will never have a boss again. That's my mindset. That's my reality. I will create that reality. Put your foot in the sand. And there's someone out there making 250 grand a year who hates their life. And there's someone out there who right now has decided to quit their job and start a band. And they're so happy. Now, the guy starting the band may be making $1,000 to $2,000 a month. He may be living with 2 or 3 people. He may be just getting started, but he's doing what he loves. The other guy's making $250,000 a year. He gets to travel to Cabo San Lucas. He watches his 2 kids play on the beach, but he hates himself and he can't stand his life. So money is not everything. It's how you're making the money, and are you making the money in the way you want to make it? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? Are you going into work for someone just to get paid? Or are you going after every single thing that you want in this world? That's the key. It's not about how much money you're making. It's about, are you going after what drives you? If you're following your passion, if you're following what you love, then you're gonna make an amazing life for yourself. Shout out to Jacob Cannon. Not many chats from me recently. Phone keyboard got fried. Thanks for the info, Sam. I'm already correctly predict the flag last night on my own. Thanks to your help. Shout out to Jacob Cannon. I love that. Love you, Sam. So hype. Shout out to Gina Bombita in the house. Gina, don't worry about anyone. Gina, listen, I suffered an even bigger ill fate than you, and I won't even talk about it. But trust me, the same thing happened to me just last week, but on a way bigger scale, and I won't even mention it. So if I can do it, Gina, you can do it. So trust me. All we have to do is focus on ourselves, focus on our tribe, focus on the people that we know are the vibe that we want to be around. And that's all we need in our lives. We do not need to be around the negativity. And if someone doesn't like us, if someone thinks it's too much, then we can go our way, you know? Shout out to Doodle Do, my man. Appreciate you. You're awesome, Sam. I'm glad you're always positive. Shout out to Kevin Baker. We got you, Gina. How can I not be positive when I put BRISE out just the other day and I hit it for 90% gains when I see the rest of the market floundering, flipping, and flopping? We continue to make gains. We continue to see setups that tell us that this is likely to play out. See, the TA plays out. The TA doesn't care about the rest of the market. This was an ascending triangle. Bull pennant, starting to get very bullish ascending triangle. They wanted to break to the upside with low stochastics. We also knew what BitGirt was. It was an up and coming exchange with more and more people jumping on in, getting less fees and wanting to take advantage of the market. So I knew fundamentally what BitGirt was doing. They were getting their name out there, and BRISE has been just moving. It's the next, it's a bit of a B&B, so to speak. Look, BRISE also getting into this consolidative move here. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some more gains coming out of BRISE. So now we're on BRISE here as it consolidates. I'll be watching this closely and keeping my group updated throughout the day. All right. Is this a John Cougar song? No idea what we are talking about. What does he mean? Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Independent and happy is the goal. We'll be better people and better for our family. It seems bearish now on the 15-minute chart. Theta is Godzilla. I love Theta. I think Theta will become a great project. Theta is something that I would definitely DCA into over time. Theta. All right. Yeah, Bitcoin's likely to dump based on where we're at here. So we're tight. This to me is a double top getting rejected by the top, by this area of resistance. See? Now what I do is I just duplicate my green bar and we'll move it down. But look, you have heavy resistance. My green bars are heavy resistance. They're like the lines in the sand. And look, you have a POC here. So you got rejected by the POC. You made an M pattern. The measured move of the M is the middle length here. Then take that middle M, and that will drop you even further down to the downside. What I want to caution you is how fast the stochastics are resetting, and we're not losing a lot. Whenever I see that, it's telling me it's a little bit of a bullish sign. You know what I mean? And these are subtle inferences. You have to know how to use it. You have to be using the stochastics for years to kind of pick up on this type of insight. So, and as I showed you before, the 5-minute was telling us that it wanted to bounce. It wasn't showing signs of a dump. Anything could happen. As I said before, it's likely that we dump. Traditionally, this would be a dump. But you have to know more about the markets. You have to know a little more about the insight. You have to know a little more about how they've been playing with the markets recently. So you don't just go for the initial short immediately. You know what I mean? So we're going to put Bitcoin on ice right now. Right now, it is sideways. 5 minutes suggests that it may continue up or go sideways. So right now, we're sideways inside of this pennant. But this is it. This is the shape that everybody should be watching, that people should be drawing. The first shape is this big wedge that we're in. Hands down, this is the first shape that you should have drawn. You should have this drawn. You should know what's going on here. All right. You should have your POCs and your VVVR because they're playing off exactly beautifully off the ranges. Okay. You can see we're right here off of these two zones. It's suggesting that if we break them, we go lower all the way to 19,200. If we stay above them, we're going to boom right back up and get magnified to this 21,400, 21,500 area of liquidity. Okay. Just how it is. So once you have the bigger channel in, then you zoom into your 1 hour. And then you don't have to see the bigger channel. Now you can just look here because you know what the bigger channel is. You know where you are in the bigger set of things. Okay. And look, I mean, that's just clearly an M pattern dumping to the downside. If you look at the 1 hour and you forget about the smaller time frames, you got to short that, right? At least to about to this node. 19,988, right? 20K. So likely you are dumping to the downside here. Here's the dump coming. And you got rejected by the previous high. Stochastics were high. You tried to come back up. You got rejected, and the POC here. Can the smaller time frames hold off the dump is the question, you know. They're all pointing down with momentum. See that? And look, now you're breaking the trend. And that's why you draw the flag, because if the flag breaks, then you're like, okay, cool. Now there's a chance you could be like, all right, we're still in a flag like this. Do we hold? That is the question. Based on how low the 15-minute, interesting. In my humble opinion, you got to use the bigger time frames. 1 hour and the 4 hour is saying you're cooked. You know what I mean? You kind of have to heed that. At the same time, I've seen miracles being thrown. You know, that's what we're going to take a look at BOOKMAP. And we're going to load up BOOKMAP for a second here and see what we see. BOOKMAP's going to give us that little bit of insight that we may be missing. All right. Life review, get to ETH. Big head and shoulders on the daily. Both ETH and Bitcoin may go down. You were talking about whales have been adding to their accounts. 13 whales added over 100 Bitcoin yesterday. Hey, I keep adding to Bitcoin. I bought $1,500 of Bitcoin at that 19,888 dip there. Anytime we're below 20K, I'm in there like swimwear. Let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed index and see what's happening there too as well. I love that, you know. 22, 26, 23, baby. And that's what I like. I mean, get down into the shaded area. The more shaded it is, the more I want to buy BTC. The lighter it is, the more depressed I get. See, that's how I knew I was changing. I used to get really depressed when Bitcoin dumped and feel strange. Now I get depressed when this gets in here. When the fear and greed index gets too high, because then I know that the chances to buy Bitcoin have left. And I should have been more, you know, I should have been better about it. I should have bought more Bitcoin at those areas. So because of that, it reminds me, you know. So not a lot of liquidations right now. Order book is very scant on the Binance Futures accounts here, as we can see. We'll look at our old heat map. We do have more heat here at 20,004, 20,006, and 20,700 area. Looks like we could get a bounce off 20,250. Interesting enough, I don't see major dumpage yet on BOOKMAP. Anything could happen. I don't want you to say just because BOOKMAP doesn't have it, it can't happen. I want to make that really clear. It's not how BOOKMAP works, all right? But the idea behind it is usually if you see a huge chunk of liquidity here and no up here, you're coming to that area. You see more up here than down here. 563, 439, 100. We got more Bitcoin up in this region than we see, but it's kind of balanced. And we're starting to add a little more here on the lows, right? Can we hold 20K is the question. 20K battle is the question. Stop real quick and hit the like button. Help show support for the best Crypto TA channel on YouTube. Do you see a reverse diamond on the 15? Get them super chats in early for the deep dive on your favorite coin. Do you trade ICOs like NEAR and DC, or best to stay away, NFA? I heard NEAR was pretty interesting. I did some research on NEAR and I liked what it was doing. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. 710 people on the live, 450 likes. Everybody, you keep hitting those likes. You're going to get us back to 900 people on the live, 1,000 people on the live stream. Giving more education, more knowledge than any other channel on YouTube, in my humble opinion. Come on and get your knowledge. Come on and get it, baby. Get it. I just looked at it. Funny, no diamond. What's with Luna C? And we nailed Luna C too as well for massive gains. You know what I'm saying? If you were in the trading group, we nailed Luna C. So look, I mean, if you look at the smaller time frame, you're desperately trying to hold this. You're getting very oversold in the 15-minute. Attempting to want to hold the zone. Seems like we're going sideways for the day. I'm not calling Bitcoin up or down. Bitcoin's sideways. The bears just don't seem to have it. The bulls just don't seem to have it. We're going to skip on over to ES1. That's going to give us a little more insight into the market. Remember, I would make this flag on BRISE. I would continue to watch this flag. You know what I'm saying? Free game, just got to pay attention. Luna C starting token burns, hence the price increase. See what he just said? Understanding fundamentals about cryptocurrency and technology. And look, we gave you Luna C down here. I gave it to you here. It was like this yesterday, 2 days ago on the live stream. We're already up a beautiful banging on them. Look, 35% gains. All you had to do was redraw this pattern. Bang, bang, bang. We put this on the live stream. So we're giving, when the whole market's crying right now, we're giving away gains. We're throwing them out the window. Like, hey, you need some gains? Here you go. Here's some Luna C gains. And honestly, I've posted like 5 or 6 trades every night or less, 2 or 3 trades. Normally I scan the market. I see a lot of juicy bites. I don't see that normally. I see just my precision moves. And dude, when I see something, it hits. And we're very precise because we do not take a day off. All right? Very similar. If you're a fisherman and one fisherman didn't take a day off and he went out every single day, that guy would know more about where the fish are. He would know more about the fishing environment. He would know, okay, you know, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're heavy over here. He would know more about after a rainstorm. He would know so much more. Because think about it. Every time he went out, he would gain insight on all the other fishermen. And every time another fisherman took the day off, that guy would know more about the ocean than that guy. And there's so much to know. You're like, no, that other guy goes out 5 days a week. Yeah, but what about those 8 days where he figures it out? Damn, thanks for putting out BRISE on the radar. Took it for 68% gains. You can be a loser or a lifer. Shout out to my man, the sheriff, coming in for the $5, for the £5, dude. And he's throwing it down. And that's why we get super chats. We get the love even in the bear market because people are making gains no matter what, baby. No matter what. And look, BOOKMAP's starting to fill in here with the liquidity. They're battling it up. They're kind of keeping it pretty even. Sideways, baby, sideways. The lowest we get down is 19,800. Possible a bounce there as we're getting liquidity added to the zone. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. Luna C opened up staking. Again, already 7% staked. You're so funny, man. Same people who trade Ethereum Classic, right? Dude, I love ETH Classic. Thank you for all your hard work, Sam. I love the energy. Such good vibes always. Smash the like button for the hardest working TA in the game. Adam USDT. Send in a super chat. That's me. Pro on Tahoe. Shout out to Crypto Cash, my man. He's awake but not woke. If you're new, Lifer is a stand-up guy. Stick with him and you will learn a lot fast. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Let's go fishing, baby. Shout out to Crypto Cash. I can't wait to be on that beautiful, beautiful crystal clear lake with you one day, pulling in some fish. I know we're going to do it. I know we're going to do it. I'll fly out to Tahoe. We'll have a blast. It's so funny. I turned $40 into 12,000. Shout out to Greg Vincent turning $40 into 12,000 on BRISE. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So look, Bitcoin's starting to dump out the channel to the downside here. And there you have it. There's the dumpage. But again, I mean, that's an M pattern. And that's a little M right there too. Couldn't get above the resistance. Short it if you can't get above resistance. Can it get a bounce here? See, what's keeping me a little privy is this 7-minute and the 5-minute getting very oversold. They're already they're attempting to create a bounce here. To me, though, we broke the channel. See how nicely we were on that and we broke it. Look for a bearish retest now. Possible bounce back in and a bearish retest to the downside. Okay, for the short. 1 hour is short on you. And there's your candle there for the 1 hour, 1 hour candle to the downside. Something just, my instincts are telling me to be careful on the short right now. I turned 10K into $1 million 3 times. Did you keep it? Did you keep it though? Lifer does have a chair. Stand-up TA comedy. Lifer does not have a chair. Stand-up TA comedy. Yeah. No, I'm standing up at a stand-up desk. I absolutely love it. You know what I'm saying? Stock market is dumping. Let's take a look at ES1 and see if we can get some insight into the S&P futures. I actually want to keep that up there. So let me duplicate this and we'll go to ES1. Get them super chats in for early for a deep dive on your favorite coin. I turned $30 into 5 a few times. Not financial advice here, people. Damn, 10K into a milli. Revel. Let's see the P&L, right? Element, Rodney, same. Nice. You guys are funny. Luna C, man, that staking is making people hungry. Dude, we saw that early. See, I didn't even know the staking was coming out, but show me the charts and I'll show you the news. This was getting consolidative moves, so it's telling me people were starting to stack it. All right. Reese, super chat 500, my guy. I know, right? Where's the 5? We were getting $500 super chats from my man, Michael Pop. Then he disappeared and hated on me. I don't know why, or maybe he didn't. Maybe it was a faker. We do not know what happened to the legend of Michael Pop, but it was amazing. Getting $500 super chats was awesome. What a high to put me on, right? He was giving $500 super chats like every other day. I think he gave me $7 or $8 grand at one point. It is a true story. All this is true story. This channel is insane. What has happened here on this channel is insane alone. Insane alone. Like just going over what went on this channel is just absurd. So look, we talked about this breaking to the downside. All right, we showed you there was bullish divergence here, and we got saved. We came up, but we got rejected by the resistance. Previous support becomes new resistance. We couldn't get above it. We made an M. We made another M, and the rejection continues. So the S&P was unable to get back above the 4,100, and now look, it broke the 4,000 psychological support, $4,000. So the S&P breaking 4,000. And look, it's in this falling wedge, dumping to the downside here. All right. Now, if I pull a Fibonacci, which I do from this impulse to this, we're coming pretty close to the golden pocket here, the 618.65, right? And so this is our area of a possible break back to the upside here. The bullish scenario is that this was a falling wedge. We did break out. We made a new high, which we broke this high, which was great. We had to break this high. It was super important. We got above the zone. We did. We then got rejected by 44,339. All right. And now we're coming back down. Look, resistance. This is a strong level at the 618.65. The golden pocket is strong. Can we get a bounce for the S&P off the golden pocket is the question. That is the beautiful question here. That is the golden pocket. How did I find the golden pocket? What is the golden pocket? How can you yourself also find the golden pocket? Well, you want to find an impulse to a rejection point. So you have impulse to rejection. You're going to draw Alt-F. I'm going to hit Alt-F, and I'm going to press right here, and then I'm going to pull up to the top of the channel. That is how you pull a retracement, Fibonacci retracement. Michael Pa got wrecked by Terra. Did he really? I've learned so much at a rapid pace. It's like taking college course on Sophia Learning. Shout out to Bovine. I'm telling you, I will take you to the fastest levels of your life. I will take you to the amazing levels of life. Shout out to everybody here, everyone. You gotta keep hitting that like button. You gotta do it for me. As much as I show you fibs, I'm gonna show you a secret fib right now. I'm gonna show you something that no one will teach you ever about Fibonacci if you get me to 600 likes. But you gotta get me to 600 likes, or I'm not giving that information out. There's gotta be a give and there's gotta be a give and a get here. It can't just be all you getting out of me. You gotta give something back. Okay? I'm giving free. A lot of people were gonna charge you thousands and thousands. People hate me for this. The guys that charge thousands of dollars, they can't stand me. They're like, why does this guy go live every day, never take a day off, and then give all the knowledge that I'm charging people for? How dare he do that? He's destroying my business. This man is destroying my business. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. It's like, hey, hard work beats talent. If talent don't work hard, baby, you got to work harder than the next man. I will outwork anybody in the space. I will outwork anybody in the space. If I had the team these bigger channels have, we would destroy it. But we're building slowly and strongly, baby. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Okay? What I will do is I'll show up every single day, and the consistency will beat back the competition. And people try to think like we all love each other here in crypto, but don't get it twisted. This is competition here. Everyone is fighting for the same advertising money. Everyone is fighting for the same likes, the same viewership. Either you bring the sauce or somebody else does. and takes your sauce right out of your hand. And I'm telling you right now, I took the sauce out of many YouTubers' hands, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm sorry, but not sorry, because we're going to continue to bang on them to the upside, baby! Yes! We took BRISE for 92%. We nailed Bitcoin last night, and we're going to continue to bang on them. Last week, we took the shorts down all the way to the ground, baby. Send in those super chats, everybody. I got the vibes flying high. 561 likes. I want to see 9,000 likes. I want to see 1,000, 10,000 people on this live stream. We will not be denied. We will show up every day until we crush it. So look, you made an M here. It's a slanted M for sure. And it's sad because now you're dealing with this other diagonal trend. And look, I see a trend here that we may be respecting. Something like that. It's ugly though. Can we double bottom here? Can we find some way to bounce? Let's take a look at our stochastics RSI. Wow, not a good sign for the 1 hour time frame about to roll over of the S&P. So it's not a good sign. I'll be honest right now. I mean, the 1 hour is about to dump on you on the S&P. That's a rollover. All right, that's an M pattern. M's break to the downside. Okay. Let's also make it another idea here is you kind of broke out of the flag and then you bearishly retested the base of it. So you broke out, you bearishly retested, you want to dump to the downside now. Yeah. Here's your flag, here's your measured move. And this coincides with the base of, look, bounce, bounce. So it's likely we're headed down here. And again, that is the golden pocket. All right, if we get to 600 likes, I'm going to show you something amazing. SMC is officially in the 99 Discord, baby. Shout out to Stanford Mom, baby. My man. Thank you for being here, man. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Wow, that was quick. Thank you. You mods are fast, man. Good evening from Sri Lanka. Where is everybody from on the live? Can I get the chat rate up? Where is everybody from on the live stream? Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you're doing in life. Tell me where you're from in the live stream. We'll bombard this chat. We'll override this chat. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. We'll get them all. We'll get them all. And you should report that too. Hide user on this channel. Bang. Wow, they're coming hard right now. Whatever. Oh yeah, don't hit unhide. That might be the problem too. Okay, so look. Kansas driving from the UPS. Amazing. Australia, Switzerland, Portugal, Norway, Oklahoma. Wow, Texas. Yep. Wow, bombard them, dude. Canada, Brazil, Dallas, Antonio, Texas, Georgia, St. Martin from Baltimore, my man. Los Angeles, East Coast. Unreal. London, California, Tucson, and San Antonio, Austria. Wow. Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, Poland, Bangladesh. This is a head and shoulder on Bitcoin RSI in the 15-minute. Thank you. An inverse or a head and shoulder, man? Come on. Worcester, Sri Lanka. Maybe you're saying head and shoulder. Cyprus, Malaysia, Maryland, Ghana, UK, Tampa, North Carolina. Unbelievable. Roll the tide, baby. Indonesia. I just joined the 99, having trouble getting access. We have a little issue with the Mi 6 right now. There's an automated system. You join and then it automatically gives you access. Today we woke up with the Mi 6 giving us issues. So my wife is like stressed out and she has to find out your name, put you in there. We also don't know what's going on. That has to be automated. So it's stressing us a little bit because our system needs to be automated. It's been automated for over 6-7 months. Today we're struggling with some type of issue. So bear with us. We have your name though. We know you paid. You're going to get in no matter what. And you're going to get in the next 5 to 10 minutes too. We have someone on it right now. Do not worry. We'll get you in immediately. Used to visit Raleigh, North Carolina as a team. Mother used to live there. All right, we got the 600 likes, everybody. 797 viewers. You people are doing it right. And you beat back. Look, our chat was so strong that they couldn't even chat us. Look, we out-chatted them. They tried to get in and we just like out-chatted them with where we're at, you know? Lifer's Wifer is on it, baby. Dude, she runs this show with a fine-tuned comb, man. With a fine-tuned comb. So look, this is an M pattern on the S&P. You're likely to dump here on the 1 hour time frame. You're trying to hold this POC. You're desperately trying to hold it. But if you break it, you're going to go to a lower low. I'm looking here. So look, how do you set up your Fibonacci correctly? correctly. Most people are not setting up their Fibonacci correctly. Most people don't know what the golden pocket is. They think it's the 0.5 and the 0.618. That's not the case. Most people don't know what the 706 is. Not the case. Us lifers, we do. So you're going to go to your settings. You're going to click here on the fib when you see the blue line and the blue line being touched. Click your settings. You're going to click on this dot here that may not be up. You're going to click and you're going to add 0.65. You're going to color it orange or yellow. Then you're going to add the 0.706. You're going to add it yellow. All right? You can click any one of these. Just click one and just add it. All right? Once you do that, you're going to have a proper golden pocket. 0.65, 0.618, and 0.65. That's your golden pocket right there. And then you're going to have your safety fib where institutions like to creep on behind retail on the 706. I was taught by institutional traders. This is information most people don't know, only on this channel. Keep it under wraps, all right? Thank you for the 600 likes. If you get me to 800 likes, I'm going to give you some more gems that I normally wouldn't give on the channel. I'm going to give you some deep insight on how to make a pi cycle chart. I'm going to show you where Bitcoin is on the bigger scale. And I'm going to teach you where the next halving is, where I believe we're going to go on a logarithmic progression. So if that makes you excited, let's get to 700 likes. And I'll give you even more insight as we continue to grow. So look, the S&P looking very bearish, breaking 4,000 and continue to the downside. That will take Bitcoin to the ground. I'll tell you right now, not to the ground, but it will take Bitcoin down to 19,000, 18,890 area. All right. I love we are racing to lead them too fun. Yeah. So look, S&P dumps, Bitcoin will dump to the downside. And look, Bitcoin is dumping now, starting to drop. And traditionally, like we made this flag in case the flag held, but look, the flag did not hold. Flag is falling to the downside now. That is an M, clear as day. That's an M pattern. However, the 50 minutes getting oversold. You know, now you could trend lower, easily could trend lower. But right now, I would be bearish on Bitcoin. And again, I've never changed my tune since we started the short at 21,800. I've never flipped long yet. I said there's no reason to close the shorts potentially yet. I mean, I took profits at 19,005. You do whatever makes you happy. You know, that was my goal. You know what I mean? But again, like someone could still be hanging out in the short. Really no reason to close the short. Spending all my DCA money at the dentist. So bummed. Dang, that's sad, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Legend has it Lifer was born in the golden pocket. I was. I came right out of the 618 and the 0.65 like blah. I was born feet first. My present made the streets worth with each complete verse. You know what I'm saying? I got as many problems as stars in the sky. This love loss makes my heart wonder why. At 19th and 8th, had a part with a sigh. Yesterday, street seller, just a caught with no guy. I felt deep emotion when you started to cry. I walked away and saw the clouds part in the sky. The sun blinded me like a dart in my eye, and it gave me inspiration to spit this art of supply. Because missing you was what's so hard to deny. And kissing you'd always just start at my fly. And lately, I'm edgy like glass shards in a pie. But I gotta keep on moving like them cars going by. Plus, I cover ground near and far to the shot. I had first and 10, but by a yard you were shy. To cope up, this class charmer get high. You'll be educated when these 16 bars multiply. Again, I'll move on. So look, Bitcoin. Bang, bang, bang. Can we keep it moving? So Bitcoin is dropping to the downside here, all right? Dropping to the downside. And it is losing this channel. Bearish. So the second it does that, you want to look at your 5-minute. Now the 5-minute was saying, hey, I want to make a move here though. It's interesting. It's like the 5-minute is attempting a bit of a double bottom here. You see it? It's saying, hey, I'm going to put in this work and not let you get any lower here. Now we kind of have this forming. A bit of a wedge. I'm still bearish because I even haven't look. There is a diamond there. Someone did call that diamond out, and look, that was a diamond in my humble opinion. But I could only see it on the 5. It wasn't the best diamond, but it did. Yeah, I mean that's a diamond. See that? Came in, came out. Interesting enough. There was your diamond. I'll be honest, I wouldn't just open up a short right away though. I'm seeing indecisiveness and sideways behavior for Bitcoin. I really am. 5 minutes attempting to push us back up inside the channel and go sideways. It's okay for the altcoins. You know what I mean? S&P looks horrible though. But look, it did get bought back up. Look at that. It's getting bought back up off the channel. Seeing some really strange... Look at that. See that? Seeing really weird buy pressure. But that 1 hour wants to roll. I mean, the 1 hour is going to roll over on you. Like, very likely, we're headed down here to 39, 37. You know what I'm saying? 39.37 looks to be the target here of the 1 hour time frame when we roll over. That's going to take Bitcoin to the downside. So the probability is we're going down. Let's take a look at the dollar now. There's a lot of weird stuff going on today. And everyone's waiting too. We got Fed minutes coming out, right, in September. And that's going to, Fed meetings is going to mess with us. I believe that's getting baked in right now. I believe we're baking in the Fed behavior. I think we're trying to bake in that Fed behavior. You know what I mean? Attempting to, at least. Let's take a look at the DXY. Beautiful move there. Look. So look, we had this drawn. And we showed you, look, here's your top, and we showed you this was bearish divergence. Bearish divergence in the 4 hour time frame because this was swinging up, but this was swinging flat or to the downside, just not as sharply up as that. The daily also had it as well, all right? We're in this rising wedge, and we had heavy resistance. We talked about it. We said the dollar cannot get above my green zone. I said if the dollar gets above this green zone, we're in some trouble. It looks like we have a bit of a diamond forming too on the dollar here. I mean, to me, is that not a diamond? Understand what a diamond pattern is. A diamond is a reversal pattern. That's a bit of a diamond. Came in from the bottom. It should dump out the bottom to the downside. All right. So the dollar index struggling, but look, oversold in the 4 hour, attempting to boom up to the upside inside of this bull pennant. So that's a symmetrical triangle with a measured move to 110.52. Does the 4 hour blast us to the upside? The daily says no. The daily says I am cooked and I'm going to double top here. There is also bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Swing down to swing down with swing up to swing up tells us that we should drop to the downside. So we're going to watch the 4 hour, but all we should get out of this 4 hour is just up and down crazy, just up and down nonsense, and then rejection by 109.42. As I said before, you do not want to see the 4 hour candle close on the dollar index at 109.50, 110. That's going to be an issue for Bitcoin. And so far, it hasn't done it. We have confirmed bearish divergence here too as well. Look, swing up to swing up. From this swing to this swing. From here to here is a swing down. You got bearish divergence here on the dollar index. Could we take a look at Bitcoin 3S, please? Thank you. Good morning, lifers. For sure. Shout out to the crypto clan with the 777s. Shout out to the 77s. Love that, man. Thank you so much for the love. So look, dollar index in a diamond here. Bearish divergence here. And double topping. This is super important. This continues to play out. This will stop Bitcoin from dumping in its tracks. I'm telling you right now, you'd be like, whoa, why? So we are in indecision here. Bitcoin trying to find its base, the S&P dumping, but the dollar finding its some type of solace here. 5 minute attempting a double bottom, we didn't do it. We left that bottom. We dropped. Now we're at the low liquidity zone at 21,160. Okay? At the end of the day, traditionally speaking, that was an M pattern that couldn't make it above the high, and you were oversold on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour does want to dump on you. My measured move for that 1 hour would be 19,739. Why is that? Because that's our next big level of support or resistance. Bounce, bit of a bounce there. All right. You also have a high volume node sticking out right here, so you do have enough liquidity to drag you through that zone if you break this level here at 19,992. Okay. And I was surprised that we didn't make it. I was surprised by this bounce. I figured we would go all the way back down to the bottom of the pattern. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to freestyle for a minute, but you can see Bitcoin is bearish to the downside right now. 1 hour and the 4 hour are both pushing down on you. However, the 1 hour is getting oversold pretty fast. It's very interesting. And the dollar index doesn't want to dump. It wants to dump on us. So now the 4 hour isn't in our favor, but look, the 1 hour is, they're almost in the same place, which is weird, huh? So Bitcoin and the dollar dumped together this morning. I tell you what, man. I tell you what. Lord of the Crypto, the battle at 20K. Doesn't matter if the DXY goes to 110 or 111. It'll drop when it does. Risks on assets will rise. I agree. So whatever the dollar does and however strong it goes up, eventually it will collapse. Eventually it will collapse. We're about to get to 700 likes, everybody, where I can show you logarithmic progression. It's going to blow your mind. So if you're ready for that, I don't know if you're ready for that. I don't think most people on this live stream are ready for logarithmic regression. But if you're ready, I'll blow Ben Cohen out the water, man. I love Ben. I love everyone in the space. But I don't like watching everybody in the space, I'll be honest. I try to get into so many different YouTubers. And actually, I promised myself I wouldn't mention them. I love Ben. He's a beautiful person. I'm only going to mention YouTubers in a positive light. All the other YouTubers, at least, what they do is they help grow the space. You know what I'm saying? I may not agree with their show. I may not agree with everything they do. I find most of them very boring. Very, very boring. Eric Crown is like one of the only people I could really watch, and I don't even have the time to watch him because he's on at like 1 in the morning when I need to sleep. You know what I mean? But there's the dump right there for Bitcoin down to 20K. And look, we broke the channel. You had an M pattern on the 1 hour time frame. You were oversold in the stochastics, and you were pressing down. There's your M right there. It's beautiful as day. You couldn't get above the resistance. So the shorts did play out this morning easily. And honestly, it was right when this broke the channel. Right there, dump. See? So that's why you draw flags. If the flag doesn't, either the flag's going to break out and retest or fall down, We are respecting my resistance now, though, at 20K. The battle for 20K continues for Bitcoin. I believe it's likely we head all the way down to 19,750, and I believe it's likely the 4 hour takes us all the way down to the bottom of the pattern. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 18,700 based on the 4 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. It's very overbought. Very overbought. All right? Very, very overbought. So what I do now is I go to a new channel, a new place. Like I look at Bitcoin USD on Coinbase. And look, I've had all these levels drawn for like weeks, a couple weeks now. So these are the big boy levels that we want to watch. So you can see my big green zone where we bounced with the bullish divergence, but we got resistance at 20,500 and couldn't get above it. That was a fake rally high, right? And so, interesting. And I'm going to delete everything here. We're going to start fresh again. Why is that? Because I just want to look at it again. I want to reassess the situation. One thing that I'm starting to see is the 3 days getting oversold. Like it dump. That's a pretty light 3 day dump, honestly. And that's another, and look, the 3 day is suggesting that it's going to double bottom here. You got some interesting stuff going on here for Bitcoin. I'll tell you right now. And people aren't paying attention. They're all bearish. You got to be open-minded. You got to be like, I don't know. When you're open-minded, that's when you can see what's going on. It's very similar to you get lost. Think about it. Trading is like being lost in the woods. Nobody has exactly how to get out of the woods. If we all knew how to get out of the woods, we would all be making winning trades every second of the day. And that's not the case. That's just not what happens. So if we're not all making winning trades immediately, then what does that mean? It means that we don't know what's going to happen and that we have to trade lightly. Exactly. So let's take trading like we're in the woods. We're lost in the woods. If you ever watched I Shouldn't Be Alive, it's an amazing series on Discovery. I love watching it because it teaches you how to stay alive in some of the hottest, stickiest situations of your life. So here's the deal. If you don't know how you're going to die, or if you get lost in the woods, you're open-minded, right? And you're like, well, where's the way out? And if you're open-minded to where the way out is, then you're going to be like, well, it could be right, it could be left. And you're like, but if you're like, it's guaranteed this way, I know I'm going this way, and you just go deeper and deeper into the woods and get lost. So the point, and you'll be like, what is he talking about the woods for when he's talking about trading? Well, I mean, if we equate trading to being lost in the woods, okay, then we say we don't know which way is out. And if we don't know which way is out, then we look at every possible thing around us and we stay open-minded. If we tell ourselves we know the way is out, then we're going to get rocked. So the point of the story is to be open-minded at all times. So I'm not 100% bearish. I'm not 100% bullish. I'm neither. I'm just taking it. I'm lost in the woods and I'm looking for my insight every second of the day. I'm like, well, was I here before? Did I do this time? So look, that is the measured move right there. This is a bear flag. It did break to the downside. It's likely we head all the way back down. The measured move is 13,159. So that's facts. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying I drew the line. I took my measurement and I put the measurement where it should go. And very accurately, when we do move in the way we're supposed to move, we hit the measured move. Okay. Do you still want to move to Florida, given the high above sea level? I never said I was going to move there. I was just going to, maybe purchase some. I wasn't going to move there long term. No. So look, a possible giant double bottom here on the 3-day chart. All right, and this is why you have to look at your bigger insight. Also, the daily is in our favor, which is great. The measured move here would be the length of that pole to this. It would take us to our next liquidity zone. It would take us right here to this fat zone, which is our next consolidative place, right? So, and honestly, there's just more liquidity up in here than there is down here. Like, this is scant. Now, if we go low, look, the lowest point, we say 8,000. There's a lot of people buy. So you have a lot of buyers down at 8,000. You have a lot of people trying to throw Hail Marys at 8K. You know, I'll just throw an 8K, you know, because they never know, right? So I'm open-minded to 13,000. Who here can handle 13K? I can easily handle 13K. I would actually love it. I would like run for it and jump on it. It's only $6,000 away. It's not that bad. We could hit it in a couple days if need be. You know what I mean? If we get enough bearish momentum, right? What I'm seeing now though is this curve here on the Stokes, and the Stokes are headed down, and that wasn't that much movement for the 3-day to dump, which tells me that there's a chance we are double bottoming here. There's a chance on the 3-day chart. So the 3-day is showing some signs of bullishness, you know. 20K was just broken as we continue to dump, and I'm telling you, Bitcoin does what the S&P does, and the S&P looked absolutely horrible, okay? The dollar index also looks horrible, but the 4-hour doesn't. The 4-hour wants to break back to the upside. So look, I mean, the 1 hour is getting oversold, about to bounce back up. So look, we're in this channel. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to actually say we're in the channel. We broke out of it. We broke back into it. This is the trend line right here. So look, we are making this symmetrical triangle. Let me get rid of the diamond for now. We are making, and again, that's why beginners are like, wait, I'm bullish and bearish at any given moment in time. And I'm waiting for confirmation of support or resistance with my stochastics. That's how you trade. It's an if and, or, you know, if this does this, I do that. If Bitcoin does this, I do those things. But you have to know exactly what it could do. And that's the analysis. The analysis is not easy. It's mind-bending. You know how much time I spend analyzing Bitcoin a day? 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. And that doesn't even talk about the other 4 or 5 hours I spend on the altcoins, on the other things that I'm looking at. All right. Thanks for your daily service, sir. I salute you. Can you take a look at EWT, Energy Web Token? We'll take a look at EWT. It's been hot on the radar too. EWT and Bitcoin 3S. We have 2 super chats coming at you. I'll get them done immediately. So look, we'll take a look at Energy Web Token. I'll flop in. We're just going to bounce on in and out here. EWT. And I remember putting out a trade for it recently. Let's see what happened to the trade. So possible retest there. And we did retest. And we bounced up. And we got rejected by 519, which was the previous resistance. If you take profit at previous resistance, you have no problems. You don't end up holding a bag, right? So this ended up continuing to go to the downside. Let's look at it here. I'm going to delete all my old work and we're going to look at it fresh. I'm going to look at the daily time frame. Energy Web Token. So it comes out $13, bangs all the way up to 24, almost doubles up, tanks back to 5, comes back up to 16, plays with a double top at 16.15 area, and then finds its new lows down at $1.50, right? I never liked this project, just to be really clear. Never liked it. But again, I don't know too much about it either. I never liked it enough to really want to deep dive it. So it has this, really has support here, really could fall back down to that support region. But the daily is in a beautiful falling wedge here. And you could pull a Fibonacci just from this impulse to that impulse. And look, you're in the golden pocket. So you're in the golden pocket on the daily, oversold inside of a falling wedge. I mean, that's confluence. That's bullish confluence for sure. All right. I'd like to see this have a little more substantial of a support and resistance line, but it is what it is for now. So it looks really good in the daily time frame, hands down. And it also has the beginnings of some hidden bullish. I mean, swing up to swing up. This is like flatter to the downside. That's hidden bullish divergence. Tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. So you have hidden bullish. You're in a falling wedge. You're at the golden pocket. I mean, that's tempting for a trader, right? And then the 4 hours also in your favor with tight moving averages. They're not too far apart. They all got far apart here. They came back down for the tightness Energy Web Token looking somewhat scrumptious to me. The 1 hour is not in our favor, so I wait for the 1 hour to kind of reset here. Come on back down to the bottom of the pattern at 376 possibly. That would be my entry. 50-minute is low, though. Interesting. I like EWT right now for a few reasons. So here, I mean, this is on my radar for sure. Stop loss would be below this area here, 17%. There's the trade of the day, right? There's a possibly good trade right there because it's got confluence. It's got multiple bullish scenarios headed for it, and the daily's in your favor. Bitcoin could find some support here. This thing could make damage, Burger looking very tight too as well. Shout out to Rainier, man. Post the Rainier. You can own that, man. I love you, brother. So EWT on the radar, oversold daily. And 4 hour. Waiting on the 1 hour. 15-minute is good though. I like the 15-minute for entry, and I like what the 15-minute is. That gets me kind of stuck. All the time frames are good, but the 1 hour. You know what I mean? That's got me in a bit of a pickle. EWT, Energy Web Token, on the radar. All right. Making some money. Thank you. Shout out to Jay Anon. Self-key. After the beginner's course, everyone loves to help others answer questions. 99 is a place not to be shy. We will have questions, and lifers love to help each other while we all practice. I'm telling you right now, that's why I created a learning library. All the other trading groups that you'll find are just signal groups. They're just firing signals off at you. We don't do that. What we do here is we teach you how to trade for a living so you can quit your 9 to 5, so you can become financially free, so you can go after whatever you want to go after in your life. Get your time back. Fire your boss. I did. You can too. I used crypto to fire my boss. I used crypto to start this channel. I made enough money during that, even the 2019, even in that summer, there was good money being made. I'm telling you right now, $4,000 on Doc. Other coins were popping off. Atom went for $1. Band went from $1 to $20. Yeah. From Monaco, tons and tons of help in the 99. Yep. For those who invest in ETH, I recommend 1470 to 1500. I closed my short with 60% profit. Open a short at the start of the stream. Love your channel, brother. Thank you so much for doing that, man. And look, he opened up a short at the beginning of the stream and he made gains already. Bang, 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 man. Dude, we couldn't get above previous resistance. We broke the flag. And when the flag broke, it was like way down to 19K. So Energy Web Token, thank you so much. Let's take a look at Bitcoin 3S, the short for Bitcoin, which I was probably going to go over anyway. So thank you so much for the super chat. You're the man. So I went over this, and I talked about it being in this flag to the upside, and I made this flag for you. How much is the short up now? Up 30% gains. We made this little flag. It actually did post up a little bit, came back for a double bottom, getting oversold, hitting resistance. What we want is bearish divergence on this, and we do see that because that will tell us that Bitcoin may be done, skis, right? You know what I mean? And if we look at Bookmap, it just crawled back above 20K again. Very, very interesting. So look, we nailed the Bitcoin short for 30% gains. Look at that. Bitcoin short nailed it. And I talked about hidden bullish divergence. What are these circles? What are these circles? It's hidden bullish. When you have a swing low, which is here, to your next swing low. So that's my swing low. And you could put Alt V there, and then you could take your next swing low and Alt V, and you can see that's an uptrend. You take the same trend here, and that's a downtrend. That tells me that the trend will make a higher high higher than this high. What happened? We nailed it. I posted this to my group, Bitcoin 3S, for massive gains, man. And we're going to show you how to make money in the market no matter what. No matter what. There's money to be made no matter what. Okay? On 824. Look, 822, 824, 824 right here. You can see me posting this short for Bitcoin on 824. And this was the flag right here. There's those two double bottoms there. I posted this on 824. There's those two double bottoms. It would go a little bit lower, then bounce on out. But I'm just saying, I was putting it on your radar. I'm telling you, it's time to short the market on 824. Here we are in massive gains on 831. You see what I'm saying? So I don't long when it's time to long. I don't short when it's time to short. My system and my oscillators, my indicators, and using my own brain. I've just seen so much of the market. And you're like, how is this guy so accurate? Because I don't take a day off. Go back to yesterday. I was here. Go back to that day. I was here. You know, all your other crypto YouTubers are like, so I just heard one of them saying he's taking vacation again for like the third time. I take vacations. I do. I was just in the White Mountains. I hiked. I did a bunch of things. I rested my brain. Even yesterday, I took some time from the market. You know, I had to drive home. I drove for 4 or 5 hours, you know, and the point of the story is I don't take days off. I love what I do. I love streaming. Streaming gives me so much joy. I want to do it every day of my life. I don't want to take time off from the market. You know what I mean? So look, we nailed this gain. Is there more gains coming for the short? Well, let's take a look here. The 4 hour suggests that the short is about to bang on you to the upside. We do see bearish divergence though, right? We do see some bearish divergence. So the short played out to the upside. Bitcoin short banging on them to the upside. All right. And again, even if you put a stop, the stop loss should have been lower than this POC here, because this is the first thing we looked at. This is what we posted right here. See this like kind of flag? It would dip a little bit, but really not stop you out. Stop loss right there. And so this thing played out very nicely, the Bitcoin short. And then you can play any other short that you want. You know, the ETH short was huge. We played the Ethereum short. Okay. So we nailed the short. Let me just copy this and send it into my trading group. So we nailed the Bitcoin short for 30% gains. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, it fell back initially. So look, what you can do is you can group this if I want it back. So I can highlight all this, right click it, create a group, go up here and then hide the group. So look, a lot of channels right now are just running their mouth. They're not going to teach you how to make any gains. They're not going to educate you how to figure out how to educate yourself. And that's the key. Here's the deal right here. I mean, this is what you're in right here for the short. The 4 hour suggests that this short is going to pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing on the short, honestly. 4 hour looks great. Look at that. It's about to move. You do see some bearish divergence. That's just what worrying me. Maybe we get like a triple divergence. Like we come up one more time and we get one more pump. And then that ends the whole story. We do see some heavy resistance right here too. So we got resistance at about $2.14. Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. We got 900 people on the live. And then we got like something happened. Is everything going well? Is it buffering or something? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. It's funny, around 11:20, damn, we had 900 people a second ago, and it just got... I FOMO'd in on alerts this morning and got wrecked. Expensive lesson. Dang, man. Send in your SuperChat. Still time to get in on that deep dive. Yeah, everybody, what happened? Now we're back to 700. YouTube's playing games, man. There was 900 people on this live. Whatever, I gotta focus. Keep hitting the like button, everyone. I'm gonna show you logarithmic progression for Bitcoin. You guys got me to the 600 likes, so I appreciate that. So look, this is highly likely to play out. And what this is called is an emerging cup and handle. See, the cup and handle is moving to the upside. I've played these many times. You could have played this as a cup and handle. Semi cup and heady to the upside. And look, you could even have played this as a cup and handle. See, that's a cup and that's a handle. Hands down. See that? Say it ain't so, Jimmy. Say it ain't so. I mean, that's a cup with a handle. That's a cup with a handle. So we look at the 1 hour time frame. It's not time to get in yet, right? 1 hour is approaching a high point. So it may break out here, retest, and then that's the chance to get in. Or it may come back down and get down in there. See, I like to get down at the bottom of the pattern. If I miss the bottom of the pattern, I can't trade it after that because it's just too crucial of a period. And if things are uneasy, then you're going to get rocked. So you have to wait for the divergence or wait for the move. See, the divergence was right here. Let me show you. You have swing down and swing down right there. But right here on the 15-minute, you have a sharp swing to the upside. See that? And that's an entry right there on divergence. Boom. But it got rejected by resistance. So if Bitcoin continues to dump to the downside, which the S&P says it will, S&P doesn't look good at all, this is going to play out for massive gains. So we're watching the Bitcoin short again, but we're going to wait on the 15-minute and the 1 hour for entry. Either at the base of the pattern here, or somewhat of a breakout and a retest of this top trend line area. Again, I can't ever say exactly when to get in because we don't know exactly that when in. Now, if I see a moment in time and I do get in, I tend to say, hey, I'm getting in here. Sometimes I don't like to do that, and I'll tell you why. I'm in my trading group. There's a newbie in there, and I look at the chart, and I'm like, I'm getting in. I could be wrong. And then they get in just because I say I'm getting in. So I do want you to know when I'm making a move, and I do want to help you, but I also don't want to force you into a move because I'm getting into a move. You know what I mean? So I'm always in between on that because I could be wrong. Then you're like, oh, I went in when he went in. You know what I mean? Now, the chances are the probability is going to be high that I'm going to hit, but there's no guarantee, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. How is the stream going? See, right now it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Is that true? Is someone experiencing buffering? Because usually people would say that, and I don't see it. PRVP is the volume profile, yeah. It seems like Ethereum is holding the charge and holding up Bitcoin. Stream pause for 3 seconds. So strange. So we got to figure out what's going on there. It happens at around 11:30. It's like the other streams don't want us to grow. They're like, go get that lifer. He's growing too fast. He's taking too much of our love. Never. You know. Yeah. Man. All right. So here's the deal. Bitcoin 3S at resistance right now and oversold on the overbought on the stochastics. Not one I like to jump on in. All right. Likely we're going to get a little bit of a pullback here. So you're going to set up your bounce areas for entry. Bounce there possibly. This is looking very nice on the 4-hour time frame. So 4 hour only. This thing looks very, very nice. All right. Just waiting for perfect entry using the smaller time frames. But, dude, you see hidden bullish. You got the flag here. Bitcoin 3S. And again, Bitcoin 3S is going to follow Matic 3S. Or Matic 3S is going to follow Bitcoin 3S, Phantom 3S. Any 3S token will play this way. All right? Now I'm watching the 4-hour. And see, I'm not saying I'm jumping in right now. I'm watching the 4-hour. All right? Watching the 4-hour very closely. And I want to wait on the 1 hour. I want to see what they do. I want to see what goes down. You know what I mean? I'm looking for that movement. All right? And that's going to be, so right now, you want in a bull run, when the market's running, I'm posting all these different things. And so look, the buffering is gone now. It's so weird. It's like we get attacked at the middle. I swear someone is doing something. It's right when other channels go on too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's really weird. Who cares? We're the strongest group in crypto. It doesn't matter. This is the best place to be, baby. I pushed through from 50 people watching me. Now we're at 800. We're going to get to 1,600. Where can we go if we started from 210 people watching? We're going to continue to grow. So I'm watching this short very closely. I want to see the 15-minute and the 1-hour reset. Then I'd be looking for a move here on the short to the upside. I got alerts here on the 1 hour. Okay. Somewhere in the middle. I want alerts on the 15-minute. I want to see this break out and do a retest here or break down and do a retest there. Either place are going to be there or there are going to be beautiful entries. Possibly right above the zone, because that's a resistance. We might break above that and bounce. Okay. What you want to do is you then want to find the same structure on other charts like .3S. You know what I'm saying? What was that super chat that we had there? We had Energy Web Token and Bitcoin 3S. So we took care of the 2 super chats. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Wow, look at the chat, out of control. We need to break 800 viewer resistance. Then it will boom to 16K, 1600, yeah. We're at 1825. I mean, we were at 1,000 just the other day. ETC has stupid negative funding. Thoughts on the chart? Bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Shout out to Big Irish, 73. Super chats, Ethereum 3S and ETC. Thank you so much. Lifer, your knowledge is waking people up. The elite is starting to mess with your stream. Hey, you never know. But you know what? I've always been more powerful than the demons. I eat demons for breakfast, baby. I eat demons for breakfast. I munch on them. Captain crunching them up. I love me a demon. I really do. I can eat through a demon in 2 seconds. I'm so full of the light and the love of God that demons don't like me. They get scared of me. I go into dark forest late at night. I really do. I go into a dark forest late at night and I ask for them to come and attack. And I wait. And I wait. Come on, demons. No, literally, I had a dream one night. I'm sitting in this big shield. I have this giant sword. Like the scariest demons you've ever seen are coming out of the sky. And I'm slaying them. And in my dream, I know if I make one wrong move, they're going to eat me. Because they're coming out of the sky and they're coming fast. So like as one comes, I'm like slicing. And like every move I made had to be consistently accurate. I woke up from the dream like, and I had killed like 500 demons with like 480 slices. You know what I'm saying? Shoot him, McGavin. I love this man. No, it's a true story too, man. I will eat a demon alive. I love it. Bring it on, devil. Bring it on. He's going to do it too because that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? So just be prepared. And that's why I worry about people that don't believe in the devil. People say, I don't believe in God. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's up to you. But to not believe in the devil, oh my gosh. He loves people that don't believe in him because that's how he gets you. You know what I mean? Possible shoulder, head, and a shoulder there as I invert. It's kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It's very nasty, though. And it's really weird. See, the issue here is the 1 hour is getting spent. You know what I mean? You're at a resistance point, so let me get rid of this. Let me rework this pattern on E3S. This is the short for Ethereum. This is the short for Ethereum. Let me make that really clear. All right. And where was everybody yesterday? How come everybody, Tuesday was the day to just not show up on the stream? It's just funny. We didn't get the 800 viewers yesterday. I was wondering where everybody was. So look, there's a falling wedge. That's what I'm liking. And that breaks to the upside, the measured move. Really, there all the way to there. And I usually cheated, you know, to the top of the pattern. You know, it's like likely you're going to get that movement. You know. So the ETH short looks good too on the 4 hour time frame. I mean, they both look scrumptious. Look at that. Like we're about to have a massive dump. So, and if you get in this and it doesn't play out, so be it. I mean, you've got hidden bullish. You got exactly what I showed you in the last ETH short that we played. We played this one, this falling wedge. We had hidden, but we had swing up to swing up. We had swing down to swing down. We took ETH for 50% gains here already. We did. I posted this recently. It came back down to the bottom of the pattern, right? Bitcoin had that tiny little relief rally. Looks like it's time for some more gains to the upside. So E3S looking beautiful too, in my humble opinion. Look for the breakout on the 1 hour of the 15. Look for the retest back to the bottom, and that is going to be it. Or maybe even a channel down here. And it could just do bearish retest and dump, and Bitcoin could dump. Anything is possible. Remember, the 4 hour does not look, the 4 hour wants to pump for the dollar index. If the 4 hour wants to pump on the dollar index, it's likely you're going to get a move on the short. So I'm watching ETH short for massive gains here. Another 40% gains that we took. We took ETH short for gains just the other day. 50% gains on the radar yet again. Okay? We do, what I don't like is we do see this swing up to swing up, swing down. We see bearish divergence already on the short. So we may just go up to this area and not make a high, but something is brewing here and we're very oversold on the ETH short. I'm watching the ETH short very, very closely. All right? You can see I'm not posting tons of alts today. Right? I'm not like, oh, you know, it's the shorts. I'm looking at the shorts and I'm waiting for the 1 hour and the 15 minute to give me the perfect entry. I don't just jump on into anything. I wait precisely using smaller time frames. So once I match my 4 hour and I'm ready to go on the 4 hour, I then start looking at my smaller time frames for my entries. I do this all the time. I even have alerts right now for you inside the alert system. I do this for my trading group. If you're in my trading group right now, we got an alert set on Alpine. It's not good on the 4 hour. It needs to come on down. When it does, boom. And then the whole market could be up or down if you focus. See, the market was just like this last week, but we hit BRISE for 90% because we stayed focused. We kept charting our coins. No matter what Bitcoin was doing, if one coin looks like it's going to fly, it's going to fly. You know? So this is on my radar right now. And if Bitcoin stays below 20K, now you have the 20K area. So let's jump back into Bitcoin. And you can see how hard we have to work here, right? We're giving you the 3-day. Look, I even do this too. Where do I and how do I accumulate Bitcoin, and why do I accumulate Bitcoin? Number one, they keep printing money. It is what it is. At one point, the dollar is going to have to take a pullback. It doesn't go up forever. It just doesn't. Okay? It just doesn't happen. So when the dollar pulls back, Bitcoin is going to rip. You know, waiting is key in the market. CHE is in a descending triangle. Patience has helped me my trading portfolio so much. Oh my gosh, it'll change everything. Am I paranoid? I feel like he was talking to me, asking where I was. Yeah, I mean, yesterday, everyone left the stream. I don't know what was happening. The stream just didn't have the love. Prue, doodle, do. True. My daughter starts kindergarten tomorrow. I will have so much more time. Private school cost me an arm and a leg, but super good school. Hey, it is what it is. The school my daughter goes to isn't that expensive. I think it's like $1,500 a month, which to me, I mean, that's a lot of money. 15 grand a year. It's a lot of money, right? $12,000 a year to go to private school. But I mean, the dollar's dropping, and that's helping Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin should continue to dump, but it's not. That's why I don't say jump into the shorts yet. We got to wait for confirmation on the 1 hour and the 15. You see what I'm saying? Now, if we look at Bitcoin in our freestyle on Coinbase here, you're in a falling wedge now that could break up 68% of the time, and you're attempting to double bottom off of 19,800. I mean, it kind of already did too off of, you held this node. See this node here? It's holding. And that's why I was like, the short was strong, but I didn't get that, yeah, we shorted. It was a quick, fast little move, but I didn't feel that it was going to continue, right? And it's because the dollar index was struggling. Just certain things are brewing here, all right? Look at this, starting to form here now. You got this inverted head and shoulder here forming on the 15-minute time frame. You do want to balance. I mean, the 15-minute and the 1 hour now oversold, and you held 20K. All right, we can go back into Bookmap too and show you what we're seeing here. And it's fun. They thickened us out at 19,008. But that was my bounce area too that I just showed you, which is so strange, right? We could double bottom there. Scant liquidity though. Still more at 19,008 than anywhere else. But they're starting to load up. Look at it. Now he loaded up. Now that guy, remember that guy who moves the 1,000 Bitcoins around? That's him right there. Same dude. He's got the 1,000 Bitcoins up there at 20,700. He's attempting to create a short squeeze right now. And you can see some shorts just got squeezed right there. 18,006 liquidations. He's attempting to squeeze the shorts. They're attempting to try to squeeze shorts right now. That's exactly what I paid. $12K for the school year. Yep. Sold my Bitcoin to go all in on the Gina coin. You're funny. Cost extra. How dare you? Gina feet pics. You guys, I'm a legend because Lifer keeps it real and professional and doesn't give people false hope. Thank you so much, man. I love you. I love you, Jamie. Camel told liquidity at 19,800. I can't believe you had me saying that. BRISE, eternal glory, heaven on earth. BRISE was amazing, right? Shout out to anyone that jumped into BRISE and took gains. Appreciate you all for jumping on in and making gains. We make gains every single day while the rest of the channels do this. We're going to put money in here. We're going to do this and there. They have no idea what they're talking about. They have no clue. I even said that it was likely we were going to get a bounce here because of the 15-minute was oversold. So look, you got an ascending triangle on your hands now. We're going to find the pattern before everybody else. You have an inverted head and shoulder in here now. So even if you just come up here, get rejected, and then dump to the downside, that is fine. But this is what's happening. This is where we're at. All right. Can you get us out of the zone is the question. And then when the 4 hour comes down, the 4 hour will create the retest when the dump happens. The short will still play out. We'll still get that short. We'll just have to reposition how we enter. So right now, I am somewhat bullish on Bitcoin. And honestly, this is good for the altcoins. This sideways behavior is good for altcoins. And with that being said, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Am I missing any super chats? Did anyone send a super chat in that I need? You heard the Joe Rogan show. Dude, what's going on lately is insane. When I saw Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan, dude, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't know where this is going to end. But I mean, that was huge. I shouldn't mention it because it's going to get the chat all crazy. But I mean, how come I can't mention that? I mean, that was insane. People are being told not to say things. Like, this is, we live in, it's Nazi Germany. It's Nazi Germany, 1930. Like, this is crazy. Like, shh. It's like when you had to draw a fish in Roman, it's very similar to if you had to draw a fish. Back in the Roman times, you had to draw a fish in the ground if you were a Christian, because they would draw a fish really quick and then cover it in the dirt. And that's how you knew someone else was Christian, and then you could go to mass late at night, but it had to be a secret because they were killing all the Christians. You know what I mean? It's just so crazy. Like, I don't want to live, the society we live in is insane. You know what I'm saying? It's digital fascism. It's crazy. Hey, don't say that stuff. Don't say that stuff, man. I got to put you on timeout, man. I love you, but you can't say that type of stuff. You're on timeout for the moment. You know better too. You know better. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Opinion on Dogecoin. Super chats. ETC. Oh yeah, we had ETC. All right. Yeah, so the Bitcoin short to me likely to pull back. I wouldn't enter the short right now. Likely to pull back. If it pulls back and we hold this trend line, that will be the time to open up the short. Okay? That'll be in conjunction with Bitcoin getting rejected by like this line here, or maybe just trying to come up to the top of the channel and then falling to the downside. You see? So this is what we're looking at. And remember, if we do get rejected, the measured move is that 4 hour taking you back down likely to this area here at 19,000. You know? So we'll keep you posted. And this was tricky, what they did for Bitcoin this morning, because they wanted people to open up shorts for whatever reason. They wanted people to open up shorts. Now they got the liquidity locked and loaded. Look, 19,008, a little more up here. They're trying to trade. Look, short squeeze, short squeeze, short squeeze, short squeeze. They just squeezed the shorts a little bit to get us back above 20K. And the battle for 20K continues. I wouldn't be surprised if we just went sideways all day long. Let's take a look at ETC. Let's take a look at ETC, Ethereum Classic. All right. It's got a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. You see that on the 4 hour and wants to dump. That's that inverted that we're looking at now, the other way. So look, I had it in this flag here, as you can see. I was attempting to do a fib. Almost not worth it. We got back above the 886, 706 resist. Yeah, it's all right. So look at this on the daily time frame, and I look at it very, very closely here. I want to see resistance. Let me actually unmark those and mark them with the Alt-J. Alt-J gives you an actual, like, little yellow line here on the right side. Also, are you right-clicking this and hitting countdown to bar close on that checklist? Make sure you're checking countdown to bar close. Extremely important. You can see when the next bar closes. So funny how I had a feeling that was going to be a fake out short. I don't know why. Just not a feeling. I mean, the stochastics being low in the 15 minute and the 1 hour wasn't a feeling. It was based on probability. My feelings feel like feelings, but they're really just because I watch the market so much. Everything I say is math. Like, it's like, well, I've seen that 100 times and it's done that 80 of the 100. So a lot of the stuff I look at is pure math, right? So look, this is a flag right here for Ethereum Classic for sure. And it could bounce to the upside again, make an M pattern and get rejected. You got to see it break above 45. But that's actually a pretty big move. Tight moving averages, pushing up on the daily. So the daily's bullish. 4 hour could flip even though it's high, but I don't like how high it is. The 1 hour is attempting to make a move, just like Bitcoin is. 15 minute. So like it's got some indecision. But every time frame is good, but the 4 hour. It's interesting, right? You know, it's likely to pump up and get rejected here by 51 cents, but that's a pretty big move. The hype with Ethereum will also hype this thing up. And look at that, 119% gains coming. Again, I'm not saying that's guaranteed right now. 4 hours not in our favor. We'd have to wait for some so this is what I believe could happen. 15 minute, they get us up here, we retest. That is going to be the golden zone. And if the 4 hour can go halfway down the zone, so we're looking for the 4 hour we're looking for the 50 minute to do its thing, the 4 hour to flip like this, then the 4 hour to come down halfway and then flip like that. And that, when it does that, that's when price action will come here and bang. See? So we do see the bearish divergence though there too that began to play out. I've very indecisiveness lately. You got to go on the daily though. The daily's in your favor. The 1 hour and the 15 are in your favor right now. So you got to let them play out. All right? You got to let them play out. Could easily just go sideways too, but that is a falling wedge flag. Moving averages are getting tight. So I'd expect the 15 minute and the 1 hour to push us up. Did they get us above this resistance is the question at 44. That's still a pretty good move on Ethereum Classic. Okay. And anything could happen. I just want to make that clear. Somewhat bullish on Ethereum Classic though. And I actually like trading this. When this coin pumps, it pumps easy, fast, and furious. Whoever gets into it likes to pump it super awesomely. So like I've made a few good trades on this coin and not always, but you know, most of the time it ends up pretty nice. So I'm watching Ethereum Classic right now for a breakout really in the next, I don't know, pretty soon. But again, it's also going to follow Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes sideways, this will also go sideways. What we would love is we would love sideways behavior while the 4 hour resets. That would be like the most beautiful thing that could occur for Ethereum Classic or Bitcoin. All right. Total market cap. Right. So I talked about this earlier today with my crew. And my line in the sand here is this $975 billion area. The bulls must break back above $975 billion. The 4 hour is getting very overbought and double topping here. Likely that we don't do it. Likely that we head lower, either to this liquidity zone at 924 or even lower to $898 billion. So the 4 hour, again, not in our favor. It's the worrisome time frame. However, we're getting low on the 1 hour and not going any lower. So this is just this is a juxtaposition of time frames. So what do you say? What do you do? You got to watch the 1 hour and see what the 1 hour gives you. At that point, it'll fill out, it'll find its cycle, and then you can make a call on the next idea. Really an ugly pattern, but look, it broke out and broke back in. We're getting really mixed signals right now. And that's not even this is like a hard pattern it's not even a decent pattern. You know what I mean? You could say it's like this flag. It's strange. 15 minute attempting to break back up. So I kind of see what's happening here now. We're going to project an inverted head and shoulder on the 15 minute time frame. All right. That would eventually be something like this. And we would make that tight pennant. And we could still end up breaking out. So right now we're defending $950 billion. So you want to stay above it. If we can hold above $950 billion, this market can change. We end up below it and getting sucked back to this liquidity at 944 and then even lower. And then we can end up back down here at about $900 billion. And so can we hold $950 billion? The 1 hour is attempting to do that for us. The 4 hour says no way, that M's going to dump on you. So we got to wait for the 1 hour to fulfill its cycle, you know. But again, it's still pressing down with more downside. So I'm seeing a decision. seeing a decision sideways right now. I'm not going to make a call right now. Normally I'll come on the channel, I'm like, I'm long, I'm short. Right now, I was like, at the beginning of the channel, I said traditionally you would have to be short here. Why? Because that's an M. You couldn't get above, and then you had an M here. So traditionally you have to be short. But I saw the 15 minutes saying no, 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 no. So that's what kind of like, so I had to pull back there and say, wait. You can almost say this is the flag here now. Funny, when you look at it differently, you see it different. So like right now, we're still in this flag. And if this flag breaks out on the 15, that'd be awesome. Because that would get us to 995 and back and above 975. 975 is a big deal. We don't break above it, look for more downside. So I'm waiting for the daily or the 4-hour candle to close above 975 billion. We do that, and then the 4-hour resets, we're going to open a lot of altcoin long. So here's the deal. You get these like 3 to 4 to 5 day periods of just massive pumpage. Then you have some indecision and then dumpage. And it goes back and forth. So you have like 2 to 3 good periods a month to nail the altcoins. And I try to find, and that's what we do here on the channel. We go over Bitcoin, and then we look for those perfect moments in time to nail the altcoins. So that's what I'm doing here every day. And sometimes we find all the altcoin setups, but Bitcoin doesn't play ball with us. You know what I'm saying? So we're watching Bitcoin on this inverted head and shoulder on the 15-minute. Can it break back up to this upside here at 21,260, right? Can we get back above the zone? Again, there's heavy resistance here at that. You see, this is heavy resistance. If we can't get above this, expect more downside too. So 21,500 is going to be a big deal. Can we get back above it? And, you know, we will see. And that's Bitcoin's struggle for the day. All right. That's Bitcoin in a nutshell. They faked out a short. They brought us back above 20K. We're watching closely. To me, indecision chop, not the best to trade. Flux is the only thing on my radar for gains. And then I know I'm going to watch these shorts and see how they play out on the 15 and the 1 hour. And if they come down to where I want them to be, I'm going to trade that 4-hour Ethereum 3S and Phantom 3S. You see? So I know exactly what I'm going to do. I have it planned out and ready. And I'm just waiting on my alert system. And I'm waiting on to watching the 15-minute and the 1 hour time frame. So, and again, 6-7 hours from now, my whole situation will change if certain things don't play out the way I wanted them to, or if the plan doesn't, you know, or if the TA doesn't play out the way it was supposed to. You get what I mean? So you set your plans, you set your alerts, and then you go from there. You don't force anything, okay? And you only trade the trades that make sense to you, and you stay patient. If you're forcing trades every 5 seconds, you're going to chew through your account. You're going to lose a lot of money. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. What I am is a trader. Every single day I'm here. Every single day without a day off. All right? The discipline to be here every day. The dedication, the desire, and the determination. The 4 Ds that I bring up every time I'm here. First, you have the desire to change your life. Then you find something that you want. You got to get, you got to get basically dedicated to something that you like. I dedicated myself to crypto. Then you find the discipline to keep the dedication alive. Some days you don't wake up ready to go, but you do it anyway. You find the discipline. And then the determination to never quit, no matter how hard it gets. You say, you know what? I'm going to keep pushing forward. It's the testimonials that change me, everybody. It's not the money. The money's cool. The money's great. It's fun to be successful. It's fun to have a business that's growing and moving. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you what. I wake up in the morning and I read these and they change me. I can't thank you enough, Sam, for this group and the vibe you have created in the group. I'm so glad I made the choice to join the 99. I made the decision to learn as much as I could about trading. I started by watching BitBoy, then Frankie Candles, but I couldn't afford Market Cypher, so I tried Fu Manchu, but noticed the differences between the two and didn't trust it. Then I saw you on the show and checked out a couple of the videos and was hooked. You had me at hello when you said RSI, SRSI, and MACD are all you need. So I started watching the daily stream faithfully every day while I was at work. I wanted to join the 99, but I was hesitant, a decision I've been kicking myself for ever since. But after I missed the Luna short, that was it. I had to join. So I started with 500 and I paid for the 99, TradingView and 3 subscriptions. I cut everything that I didn't have to do with crypto or trading. I started getting up an hour early for work every day to hit the charts and see whatever you or one of the elite had posted overnight. I followed Rainier like a hawk and I tried to learn as much as I could from him. I'm still learning from him every day. He is dope, bro. Always willing to help. I love the vibe you have created here. The only thing I can compare it is to skateboarding when I was a teenager. Like, I want to see my friend hit that next trick and neither of us can do yet. But I want to learn and then do something that he can't do. Never any shade, just positive reinforcement, helping both of us be better. But with that original 500 minus the subscriptions, I set a goal for myself back in May when I joined, that by the time my daughter's wedding came, I would be able to do something for her. That day came on Saturday, and I gave her a wedding gift of $15,000. Now I'm even hungrier for my ultimate goals. That boss kind of money. Thank you, Sam. Lifers. This dude gave $15,000 to his daughter on her birthday, on her wedding day. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we show up every single day. Like, so thank you so much for these. They changed my life. They make me feel amazing. And no amount of money could ever replace a testimonial like that. In fact, you're able to provide for your daughter. Like, she had a beautiful wedding day. And he even gave us a picture of the daughter in the wedding day. It's not here. I don't want, it's in our group. It's for us. But man, Big Wig Energy, I love you from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you so much. You're going to make me tear up, dude. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, you're going to make me tear up. So look, Bitcoin's struggling for sure. You know what I'm saying? 20K is a battle right now. Oversold in the 15-minute. Attempting to make a move, but it's sideways behavior too. This is just sideways. Now, the Bears should have beat us to the ground there, and for some reason they didn't. So it's like, what's going on? The 3-day chart attempting to make a bit of a reversal. The daily chart showing signs of life. We take it one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm ready for 10K. I'm ready for 40K. Anything could happen. You must be ready for anything. Everybody, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Lock them up. You guys are crazy. DXY dumping. I love these people. Raw, genuine emotion. I love this guy. Heard what while Gaudidating came over here and say God bless, bro. Shout out to Michael, Loretta. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for being here. And Michael, I love you, man. See, I turned you back around, man. And sorry I got so crazy yesterday, but it is what it is, man. Hey, my shelf is done, though. God, I love these people. So genuine. And the whole Lifer gang. Shout out to David Kendall. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa, Gina Bombina. Shout out to Dustin Calva in the house. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Love learning. All my awesome moderators, the Blue Crew, every single day, kicking it. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It's amazing. Shout out to Doodle Doo. I have no idea what that is, but thank you. I think that's 0, right? Is that 0? I don't even know, man. No, that 0's right there. He's got the little, yeah. But shout out to everybody here. I don't want to miss anybody. Shout out to Impact TV. Shout out to Clear Effect. Shout out to Peter Englefield. Englefield. Yeah. Shout out to Jiggy Flip, my man. Shout out to Banger618. Shout out to Cito So. Shout out to I'm a Legend. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Austin Orr, man, I love you, brother. Thank you for always being here. Just rap, boom, D, boom, boom, D, boom, D, 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 boom, D, D, boom, D, D, D. That like button if you're a lifer for life. P.S. Did the chart got hurt? Yo, you're funny. Just rap, boom, D, boom, boom, D, boom, D, 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 boom, boom, D, boom, D, boom, boom, D. That's the like button if you're a lifer for life. P.S. Did the chart got hurt? Did the chair got hurt? No, the chair didn't get hurt. I never had a chair. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'll be, will it dump or pump? Likely that this is what I believe is going to happen. 15-minute is going to pump to the upside. Okay? Right now. 15-minute wants to pump us back up. Probably get rejected here. Come back down. Okay? At this point, the 1 hour is going to be oversold. And then the 1 hour is going to boom us up here. At that point, the 4 hour will take over. We'll hit 21,222 again. We'll get rejected and we'll dump all the way back down to 19K. This is my projection. Not sure if it's going to happen, but that would make sense based on the oscillators of what we're seeing. Okay? So we'll go from there. Everybody, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. That would have been great if I ended right on the music. God, yeah. Everyone, have a great night. Have a great afternoon. I'll be in the trading group. I'll keep you posted. I'm back in my home studio. Thank God. I'm not on vacation anymore, so I'm ready to go. I got 6 screens around me, and I'm ready to kick it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Crypto is life. I have gratitude for everyone that came in here. If you have gratitude for what you have today, more things will come into your life tomorrow. I'll tell you that right now. So, made $19K the past 2 months, then lost it all when I found out what futures was. Shook it off, and I will learn with you. Yeah, don't trade futures, man. They're the worst, Jiggy. See? You made $19K spot trade and doing the right thing. Then you went and started trading futures, and you lost every penny. Don't trade leverage futures, man. Unless you have 3 years trading spot, don't trade leverage futures, in my humble opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. But I would not trade leverage futures. 3L and 3S tokens are all you need, okay? Are all you need. Everyone, have a great day. Be safe. Gratitude is attitude. Thank you, each and every one of you, for showing up. Without you, I don't have a stream. So thank you. Because you came on, turned your computer on this morning, and showed up to my live stream. You changed my life. Thank you. I'll continue to show up to change yours. I'll see you tomorrow. I wish for more wishes, Gina.